So, it's January 9th. Happy birthday, Paul. You know what I'm saying? Just get to work. I'm a little behind. Not even a little. I'm a lot behind schedule for whatever reason. I just was slacking today. It's unacceptable, but guess what? You can't beat yourself up too much, or else how are you gonna get back to where you need to be by beating yourself up? Like, you just gotta give yourself grace, but also, it's like a fine line. You gotta hold yourself accountable, but give yourself grace at the same time. It's like, can't beat yourself into a hole and expect you to get out of the hole you just beat yourself into by being like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're such a bum, wow, you're so lazy, blah blah. Like, all these things that you can tell yourself that you're supposed to be giving yourself tough love, but like, it's making it harder for you to actually get up and do the stuff. So it's like, I'm upset that it's like 1:28 right now and I haven't really put in any real work yet, but at the same time, all I can do is change that right now, instead of going over my head for however long. I'm so upset that I wasted time. I'm wasting time. I didn't do this, and I'm still wasting that time trying to beat myself up instead of just getting up. So let's get to it, man. Before I do that, I need to check where this tripod is at because I'm very upset. Alright, let me not. Wow. Now they're saying it's supposed to be here by January 11th. Okay. I'm a patient man. You'll find out, YouTube. I'm a patient man. It's okay, though. Now that we have that out of the way. Ta-da! You're not supposed to see it anyway, so. Oh. Ta-da! Boom, boom. Oh, whoa. Okay. Now I have to come back and focus. Oh shoot. I'm missing something. Da-da! Let's go. Alright, here we go. From the top. I didn't do my writing practice yet. Maybe I'll do it later, but because of my own actions, I wasn't on top of things where I needed to. So I did my definition thing. The word was retronym today. That just means it's a term that differentiates something old from something newer. So I guess, like, the example they use is like snail mail would be a retronym as opposed to separate it from an email, I guess. Yeah, I think I have a good grasp of it. No, I think I have an okay grasp of the word. I have to look up more retronym examples to really be like, oh, I know what you're talking about, but like, whatever. But yeah, so I did that, but I didn't do the writing prompt yet. I'll do it. I am gonna do it, but right now it's 1:30. I gotta pick Anna up. Anna's my sister, my little sister. One of three little sisters that I have. And I have one big sister. So I have to pick up Anna. No, I'm lying. I have to pick up Ella by 2:30, 2:40. So I got an hour to really lock in and make some progress. Don't even worry about it. But here we are. Here we go. Did I pray? I think I did pray already, but I'll pray again. Lord Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for everything you made, oh God. Thank you for this particular piece. I think I know what I want to. I think this is the one I want to focus on right now, and I pray that you help me to get everything out of it. I pray that you just flow through me and help me give me the right words, the right ideas, and help me to be patient with it. Help me to, I pray that it honors you and the message of it and the process of it all. That you get glory from it. And I just pray that you help me to continue to chip away at it and just stack, progress on top of progress. And just, amen. Alright, from the top. It was clear as day in the middle of the night. Right before I shut my eyes, I was working on a literary device. Why would God ask me to drown? Funny they always say God has a sense of humor and maybe a little bit more irony. And if anyone knows me, this doesn't sound like it's a message for me. And if you don't know me, let me tell you a story. I remember being 9 or 10, standing in the kiddie pool. I used to say I was afraid of water, but really, I'm afraid of drowning. I remember in 2019, I took a class to learn how to swim. I promise I tried to let go, but in hindsight, I learned it had nothing to do with trying, but trusting. I didn't trust them because I didn't trust anyone. I didn't trust myself. I gotta add that one. I might have to add that one. I didn't trust myself. I promise I tried to let go. I saw everyone graduate from the shallow to the deep end and learn how to swim, and there I was again, no longer 10, but 23, and still feeling like I'm in the kiddie pool. These stories come to mind because I said 26, but really now I'm 27. These stories come to mind because I'm 27 and I didn't know I was still in the shallow until I was asked, are you willing to go where your feet no longer touch the surface? Retention can be the death of you. Are you willing to be fully submerged, to lose control? Are you willing to drown for this? I didn't ask if you're willing to die for it, because this is a different type of death, one that requires you to give up control, let go of your expectations of what you think is good, let go of their expectations of what they think is good. Trust where God has taken you, to the deep. Your only anchor is Him. I like it. I don't love it right now, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll mess around with it. How could I relax? I feel like my life was on the line. How could I relax? I feel like my life was on the line. They say if you tense up, you'll fall. If you let go, you'll float. I like that line because they actually did say that. and it's like double, like it applies to swimming and applies to life. If you tense up, if you get anxious, if you get all nervous, like you'll fall, like you'll mess up. And if you let go of your worries, of your anxieties, of your fears, you'll float. Like you'll feel scary, and then you recognize, like, oh shoot, like I'm alright, That's why I like that line, but like I want to have more around it. I want to say more around that line that lets you know that, I don't know how to explain it, but Let's say more. Really, I'm afraid of drowning. I remember in 2019 I took a class to learn how to swim. I needed the class in order to graduate. I hope this would be when I finally conquered my fear. I remember how my feet would be glued, gum stuck to the edge of the pool. In every class they had a pair of pliers. Patient enough to play. Patient enough to play tug of war. My stubbornness. Patient enough to play tug of war. Patient enough to pull and tug. Patient enough to pull and tug at my feet like they were teeth. I wouldn't use any force. Patient enough to pull and tug at my fear until enough water leaked in to wet my feet. Oh, done is done. Before it dies, I went down further. I said, every class that had a pair of pliers, patient enough to pull and tug at my fear. It was a war of words, of worries. They were firm with me. They never got frustrated with me, which was true. They didn't, and I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna figure out how to communicate their strength with like this battle, that with my stubbornness of like they were trying to really get me, but they didn't force me. They weren't forceful. They were firm though, and they didn't do any, like they literally didn't do anything wrong. As teachers, I appreciated them because they were patient with me. They encouraged me, but they weren't gonna cater to my fears either. Like they wasn't gonna be like, oh, okay, well just sit down, whatever. They was just like, no, like jump in, like yo, just do it. I'm telling you, just do it, I'm right here. Like they're encouraging, but like it was an internal battle. But I just have to communicate that. So I moved down. And I was like, that's like telling someone who's mad not to be mad. I would tell them, how could I relax when I was in water? How could I put my life in the hands of this body of water? I couldn't navigate the 6 foot water by myself because I could only think about it being 6 feet deep. It felt like my life was on the line. Felt like my life was on the line every time. Another thought I had is like, even me saying I promise, I tried to let go. It's like, yo, in hindsight, like, you don't try to let go. Like, you just let go. And that's like easier said than done. But I think that's the reality of certain things. Like, certain things you can't try to do. You just, either you do it or you don't. Like, it's either you let go or you don't let go. So even trying to let go, that just means you're not letting go. It's a very black or white thing. Like, you can't let go and hold on to it a little bit. It's either you've let go of something or you haven't. You know? So even if you're holding it by a thread, it's either when you're letting go of something, I guess you can use, like, I say you're holding it with all your fingers and to switch it to holding it by one of your fingers. But in reality, even if you're holding something by one finger, it's either you let go of it or you didn't. Like, I tried to let go, and it's like, I tried, and it's like, you didn't. It's either you did it, either you opened up your fingers or you didn't, you know? It's either you let go or you didn't. And so it's like, even going back to it in my mind, it's like, I tried to let go, but I didn't really let go. I didn't let go at all. Like, it's not like a matter of, I let go a little bit, and in a sense, I made progress. But if I let go, I would have known how to swim by now, you know? Because you can't let go one section and not another. At least not how I'm thinking about it right now. It's just like, can't let go enough to... I guess you could. I guess there is levels to letting go. But I didn't let go enough. Yeah, I don't know.